Make sure this is all loud enough. Alrighty, hello, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. So this is your weekend energy pickup. I'm gonna wait a few minutes to see if anybody's going to join us or not. I miscalled. I'll call them back later. Whew. I hope that everybody's doing well and everybody's doing good. Everybody's staying balanced, everybody's staying grounded, centered, as everything is going around. Let's just put it that way. Whew. There was what was coming to us. I was setting up and getting ready. Was you have heard the message, in so many different ways. It has been shown to you. You have gotten confirmation after confirmation, but yet you're hearing the message, but you're not listening to what it is that is trying to come through. You're not just listening to what it is that God, Spirit, the universe is trying to get across. What I'm picking up is 3 sets of 2s, right? And it's like continuing to look for that balance, for that emotional satisfaction to fill the void outside of you is not going to get you anywhere. And you guys already know this. So it's more of an energy of trying to get you to reconnect with yourself, trying to get you to reconnect with God, with Spirit, with the universe. And how is it that you're going to do that then? Well, for everyone, it's going to be different. What I'm picking up is that a lot of people have so many different tools that they can use to accomplish this. But yet again, it's like stop looking outside of yourself for what it is that is already within. So this weekend, if you guys need another confirmation, if you guys need clarity again, then allow it to come in. How it is that you're going to connect to God, how it is that you're going to connect to Spirit, how it is that you're going to connect with the universe, how it is that you're going to be able to tell the difference between your thoughts and someone else's. How is it that you're going to bring that balance within the masculine and feminine energy within yourself, and not looking outside of you either for somebody to balance the feminine or the masculine energy that you're currently in. And it's like seriously, like we have brought the same message forward so many times. Can we just put all the BS aside and really start listening to what it is that is being said, listening to what the guidance that you have been asking for, the guidance that you have been praying for, the clarity that you have been praying for. And it's like everything is getting in alignment. Everything has been in alignment for you to go ahead and take the actions necessary. So sitting down and just praying and hoping can only get you so much. You have to go ahead and you have to take the first step. Yes, it's going to be scary. Yes, it's going to feel like it's going to be a lot of work, etc. But this is what you wanted. You wanted clarity. You wanted to release something from your past. You wanted to release either situations, people. You wanted to release a certain mentality. You wanted to release certain belief system. Then it is here. So what are you going to do about it during this time? Are you going to just sit down and let time continue on passing you by? Or are you going to start taking the actions that you need? So let's go ahead and see. Some of you may feel that maybe there are blockages or things outside of you that are preventing you to go ahead and accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish. And the thing is that you have to try your best to switch or change your perception about that, because it's like there's always going to be things that are occurring. There's always going to be things going outside of you that are always going to try and prevent, try and help to keep you stuck. The entire energy that I'm feeling for this weekend is finally overcoming that, finally taking that step to go ahead and change or start doing the things that you know that you have been led to do. This is not a weekend to go ahead into blaming others. This is not a weekend into giving into those energies where you are going and numbing yourself, doing whatever it is that you're doing to numb yourself. This is a weekend to finally, once and for all, release whatever it is that needs to be released, guys. And this light, it's kind of like, seems kind of dark, probably from my point of view, anyways, with the camera. And it's like, as you go ahead and you balance that feminine and masculine energy within yourself, then you're coming into alignment with someone romantically. Because I do feel that a lot of people are into like romance and stuff like that. But romantically, you're going to be able to come into alignment and with somebody that already has their masculine and their feminine energy balanced already. But that's only going to happen once you have attained that for yourself. Some of you are probably still thinking of someone from the past. If this person, again, it's like, whether it is that you feel that you're meant to be with this person, or you feel that this is the person that, your person, or whatever it is, this person is approaching you or coming back around, but there's nothing new. The energies that they're still in is not any new energy. So again, you have a choice. It is your choice. Intuitively, you know what you're being guided to do. If you're being guided to go into something old again, where you know that the person hasn't finished doing the work, or let's say you haven't finished doing the work, then maybe there's still a lesson to be learned in that area. But if not, then the time for you to go ahead and end that cycle once and for all is now. Alrighty, let's go ahead. I am going to be using the Angels Ancestors Oracle cards for the clarifiers for all signs, just so you guys are aware. Oh, and there goes the dogs. They got through the gate, I guess. And that's the thing, is like, as much as if you focus so much on wanting to protect, let's say, protect what you have, protect yourself, protect this, protect that, then there is a chance here to miss a great opportunity. There is a chance here to miss ending a cycle, ending a phase, whatever it is that you want to call it. There is a possibility here to kind of get stuck where you are currently at. Because as you can tell, the dogs, they can get through the gate. So if they can get through the gate, anything can get through the gate, right? But, the thing is that as much as you may feel that there is a lot of interference in whatever it is you're choosing to do, as much as you feel that you really don't even know how to start something, or you don't know how to move forward with something, regardless of how much resistance you're having, there's certain things that are not meant for you to fight. There are certain things that are meant for you to become aware of, acknowledge it, accept it for what it is, and let it go. Because the longer that you spend fighting that resistance, the more resistance that is going to come towards you. So again, that may be in any area of your life. There's a space or an energy, I want to say, where there's a lot of resistance. And it's like, it's not about fighting it. It's like, you have to become aware that it's there, but you cannot allow then all your focus to be consumed by fighting that space or fighting that energy. It's like, acknowledge it, accept it for what it is, and just release it. God, universe, spirit is going to take care of it. Whatever it is that you're being led to do, whatever it is that you're being asked to do, that is where your energy, where your time should be spent at. And of course, it's not going to make sense to everyone, and that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. But it's like this is a time for you to start taking the steps, for you to start taking the action to what it is that you want to accomplish. What is it that God is asking you to do? What is it that your ancestors, your guides, your angels, what have they been trying to show you time after time after time after time? What have they been, sending you messages, showing you messages? And they're sending you the messages from so many different ways that I feel that a lot of you are waiting for something so big, like a huge message, like, boom, here it is. And it's like, the messages have always been there. So therefore, you have to recognize them when they're there, so that you can go ahead and do what it is that you're being asked to do. And as much resistance as you may feel that you are having at the moment, or as much things as you may feel that are going against you at the moment, just know that the path is clear. The only resistance that is really going to stop you from moving forward, the only resistance that is really going to stop you and keep you stuck, is yourself, your own thoughts. So let's go ahead, guys. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to start off with Leo. So I'm using, again, the angels and ancestors to clarify for your main energy, and then we're going to go ahead and use the my favorites to clarify. So we're going to start off with Leo. So one card for Leo. So it's like 10, 1, 10, 50. Okay. And it's like, yes, messages, sometimes things get repetitive because we're not seeing the bigger picture. We're not seeing the entire message. So if you're tired of hearing the same things, then you have to ask yourself, what changes have I made within myself that needed to be changed? Or what within myself did I go ahead and release? What did I have to forgive myself for? What did I have to forgive others for? Etc., etc. So, and maybe then, and then only, will you start to see that the messages are starting to change. But you have to get out of that old energy. You have to get out of that cycle in order for the messages that you're receiving to change. So Leo, your card is Great Teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. Learn from spiritual experiences. So Leo, let's go ahead and see what the message in the book is. Great Teacher. Ooh, 36. Okay. Alrighty. Know that what is happening around you is divinely inspired. Learn from your current experiences, then share them with others. So even if things may be seeming for you guys, Leo, that they are going like from bad to worse, let's say, or they may seem like maybe nothing is going your way. There is something for you to learn during the current circumstances that you're in, and however it is that is going to be shown to you, whatever it is that you're being guided to do, is going to allow you to free yourself. And in a way, even if it's a month down the line or 2 or 3 or whatever it is, when you share that experience with other people, it's going to give them the hope that they too can overcome something, that they too don't have to stay stuck in situations that they don't want to be in. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull out 3 cards in the recent past. In the recent past, what was the blockage, the advice? Obviously, we already have what the advice is, but the advice to deal with the past energy and what the outcome is going to be. So let's go ahead and see. Alrighty, Leo, come on. Leo. Okay. So we have, as the recent past, as your blockage, we have the 2 of Cups in the reverse. And what I'm picking up with that, Leo, is, okay, whether it was a connection with a person or whether it was losing something, whether it is that you lost your job or whatever, anything that brought you that fulfillment or that love or that space or energy of feeling love, but feeling love from outside sources and not from within yourself, that has been your blockage. It's like setting your value or selling your worth based on what other people have told you or what other people have thought about you. With the advice, with the Page of Wands and this card, it's like you already know that the messages have been coming through. You already know what it is that you're being asked to do. So let's stop pretending like you don't know what it is you have to release. Let's stop pretending like you don't know how to move forward. And let's just go ahead and move forward. Because with the outcome, we have the King of Wands and then the Ace of Swords. It's like you're finally, what I'm seeing with the King of Wands is finally breaking that, either that barrier or breaking that, I don't want to say breaking the resistance, but breaking the miscommunication that is currently going on within yourself, or breaking the miscommunication going on between you and God, between you and spirit, between you and your ancestors, your guides, and your angels, and being able to move forward, following your intuition, not doubting the messages that are coming through. Alrighty, so that was your card, Leo. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to move over to Cancer. Cancer is, we're going to start at 1538. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and see what your oracle card is for this weekend. All righty. Cancer's like ready to speak. Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. So this is your card, Cancer. Let's go ahead and see Cancer. And these are more guided to you guys to try and help you get over whatever it is that is trying to be released during this weekend. Spirit Fox is page 74. Almost there, guys. All right, one more. All right, so the Spirit... This is such a short message, though. So Cancer, with the Spirit Fox, stay alert as change is in the air. So Cancer, again, whatever it is that you feel that you're resistant, that is being resistant or is resisting you or is fighting you, whatever it is, however you want to word it, it's about you staying alert and about you knowing how to move forward, how it is that you are supposed to go ahead and... Because I feel it's like you guys are right there, like at the threshold, and there's just like something that kind of wants to keep on pulling you back. This can be as simple as getting into meaningless arguments and fights with people that are still keeping you stuck in certain energies. This can be anything very, very, very simple. But let's go ahead and see in the recent past what the blockage or what was blocking you from finally releasing and from crossing over that threshold, if that makes any sense. And then we're going to go ahead and see what the advice is in regards to that blockage from the past and what the outcome is going to be. But with the Fox, it's like, it doesn't really matter what is going on. It doesn't really matter like what is thrown at you. It really doesn't matter how things may seem. It's like you know, and you have to stay in the knowing that everything that is happening to help you. It's happening to help you grow, to help you evolve, and to get you to the next level. Okay. And the advice. Hello. Hey, Game Crush. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Yeah, I've been going live a few times, just probably like once a week or so. Nothing new, let's put it that way. Just had to get a little organized. So with the Fox, with the Spirit Fox, with the Nine of Cups is what I'm getting for your blockage. So maybe wanting to hold on to what it is that you had, whether it was your love, whether it was something that you learned, whether it was something, maybe not wanting to give more of you because you probably reached an area in your life where you were feeling fulfilled. And the minute that you started to give to others or that you started to help others, you felt like then you were being depleted, meaning you know that you have to go to work, you have to pick up the kids. If you have kids, you have to cook, you have to do this, you have to do that. But then you have people around you asking you to do like 10 different favors. And instead of setting those boundaries, you went ahead and you helped everyone. And therefore, you're kind of like in a space now, like, okay, I'm going to regain my power back, but I'm going to make sure that I I don't lose it. Let's put it that way. So because you were unable to find that balance in the past, then you kind of started to close yourself up to everything, even the messages that were coming in from your guides and from your angels. With the Three of Pentacles as your advice, it's again, learn to find that balance. Learn to find the balance within yourself. Learn to find the balance as to what it is that you can give to others, where it is and when it is that you can help others. And I'll read the messages like later, right? Because I'm like, in the flow. But yeah, guys, so when it comes to the messages, sometimes it takes me a little bit to read them. So it's like about finding that balance, finding that balance that only works for you. And it's not going to look the same for everyone. You have to see what works for you. And what is coming out as the outcome is the Page of Swords in the reverse. Moving forward, excuse me, guys. My ear is starting to itch. Moving forward, no longer are you going to be in a position where your boundaries, let's say, are not known. It's like there's just going to be like this energy or this essence of you where people are going to know what boundaries cannot be crossed without you even having to say a word. So that is your work for this weekend, Cancer. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and see. So we're going to go into Aquarius. So Aquarius, let's see. What is your card for this weekend? So let's see if I can read the message in the meantime. I am great. I am excited. Yes, you did. Yes, validations always. So Aquarius, your card is Seer. See beyond the current situation. And again, whatever situation, regardless of whatever the situation is, there's something that either has not been revealed to you fully or has been, and you have failed to see it clearly. So therefore, you may be feeling like, okay, I do not know how this is going to work out. How is it that I am trying to accomplish this, or I am trying to work on this connection, whether it's with friends, a lover, whomever it is? How is this? Like, you don't see a way out of the current situation. And it's like, the main message that I'm getting for you guys is trust. You have to be in a complete place of trust during this weekend, regardless of whatever it is that happens. So Aquarius, look beyond your current situation. Raise your vibration and focus on love. So focusing on loving yourself, focusing on taking care of yourself, focusing on loving everyone, regardless of what people are saying, regardless of what people are sending you, it is only what you accept. And what you have to get to this place, it's like, everybody is going to do whatever it is that they feel that they have to do, whether it may seem like it's something that you're not, you don't agree with, or something that you don't follow, whatever it is. You have to get to the point where you're seeing, or you're getting to a place where it's like that your perception of allowing others to be themselves and not judging them is where you have to be. Let's go ahead and see what in the recent past may have been blocking you. And because I feel like with you, Aquarius, it's like you want to see it all. You want to have the ending of the story before taking your next step. And it's like, if you want to know how the story ends, it's like, so then where's the faith? It's like, it's going back to trusting God, to trusting spirit, to believing in your faith, regardless of whether in the midst of it, it may scare the crap out of you. All right. So let's go ahead. So we have the Six of Wands. And again, with the Six of Wands, Aquarius, I feel it's just that. It's like failing to see the balance that is needed when it comes. It's like you want to negotiate with God. You want to negotiate with spirit. Well, I will do this if I get A, B, C, and D. And it's like, better than that. That that's not how it works. The lessons that you're learning, the things that you have gone through, the things that you may be going through are happening for something bigger than yourself. It's so that you can go ahead and you can help others. So with your advice with the King of Wands is stop trying to negotiate. Stop trying to get it your way. And it's like, trust your path, trust your journey, have faith that everything is going to balance out. With the outcome as the Six of Pentacles, like that is exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get not just physically, but I feel also spiritually, you're going to find this balance that is going to allow you to continue on moving forward from a place of faith instead of fear. There's not going to be any more doubt, and the negotiation or the trying to negotiate with God and spirit is going to stop. Alrighty. So next up we have Taurus. So Taurus. Let's see. What is the card for Taurus? It's like I just kind of want all of this to stop. Taurus, your card is the High Priest. Intent and create. Intent and create. That is Xena barking, guys. She is outside the room, so just do what I do. Ignore her. High Priest. 40. Oh, I think the AC is off, so she can hear whatever it is that's going on outside. The High Priest, recognize that you have the power to change your life. Face your fears and align with the light. So Taurus, since I was picking up that energy of like, I just want this to end. Well, what are you doing for it to end? What are you doing to change your current circumstances? It's up to you. The longer, the more you procrastinate to take actions, the longer you're going to stay stuck. So you want it to change, you want it to end, then end it, change it. It's up to you. So in the recent past, we have the Eight of Wands and the Four of Swords. And what I'm picking up with that, Taurus, is either you were expecting someone or something outside of you to bring the balance, or to help you bring that balance, or to help you end something, or to help you grow in some way. And it's like, yes, as we go down and as we continue with our journey, we meet other individuals that help us. But the work, the inner work, that is something that you have to do yourself. So you can't look outside of you for anyone or anything to go ahead and kind of do the growing for you. You can get tools, you can get advice, you can get assistance, you can get guidance, but they're not going to do the healing for you. Or they're not going to take the actions. If you're in a place of wanting to take action, they're not going to take that action for you. You have to take it. So let's go ahead and see what the advice is to kind of overcome that. So we have the Eight of Swords. So go ahead, and the fight that you're battling right now is not against anybody. It's against yourself. Why are you procrastinating? Stop with the procrastination. Stop with the fighting yourself and get ahead and get started, because you wanted this. You wanted this alignment. You wanted the space. You wanted these energies. And now that they're here, you're not doing anything about it. With the outcome, with the Knight of Swords, it's like, if you go ahead and you start working now, if you go ahead and you stay diligent, you stay committed to whatever it is that you're doing, then moving forward, it's like nothing is going to be able to stop you. Regardless of how big it may seem or how scary it may be, nothing is going to be able to stop you. So start creating, start taking the actions that it is that you want to take. You ask for the space, you ask for these energies, you ask for this clarity, you ask for the guidance. Now everything has been literally given to you, it has been shown to you. Yes, you worked hard, you worked on yourself to a certain point, but now is like kind of like the space or the energy where like you have to go ahead and not stop, regardless of whatever it is that you have accomplished. So we're moving on over to Aries. 54. So Aries, let's get one card for Aries. Yeah, there we go. Card for Aries. We have the Eagle, see from a higher perspective. So let's go ahead and see what the book has for you guys. The Eagle. Ooh, where are you? Eagle, page 124. 124, 124. Do, 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 do. Okay. Look at things from a different angle. Fly higher and see new possibilities. So if you're fixated on wanting to fix something or wanting to go about something a specific way, whether it is, either you want to mend a relationship, an old relationship, kind of clear everything out, or you want to get a certain position, like a higher, better position at work, or you want to buy something new, whatever it is, and things are not planning out, you can't see how it is that you're going to be able to do it. It's like there is another way to do it. Now, when it comes to relationships and mending relationships from the past, make sure that you have your intentions set as to what it is that you're trying to gain from those relationships. Because for a lot of you, Aries, I feel that it's more to end a cycle or to end something once and for all. Okay, so we have the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse for your blockage in the recent past. I feel that you felt like you lost a lot, whether you lost a person, whether you lost finances, whether you lost a part of yourself. You kind of stopped connecting to yourself. But it was something that felt very heavy in your heart, very heavy in your soul. And not wanting to ever go back to that space, is what kind of doesn't allow you to see the different possibilities, doesn't allow you to go ahead and really start listening to your intuition regarding whatever the situation is for you at the moment. So let's go ahead and see what the advice is when it comes to that loss. The Page of Wands in the reverse, and it's like, okay, whatever it was that hurt you, okay, it was painful, whatever, but have you, at that situation from the past, have you looked at what it was that you were putting out, what it was that you were calling in, what it was that you were drawing into yourself or like onto you, or whatever it was? What were your thoughts during those times? How were you giving yourself self-love? Were you taking care of yourself? Were you drying yourself, like running yourself crazy for other people and things like that? So it's like, yes, there was a loss, but the biggest loss that I am sensing when it comes to that is like the dishonor that you did to yourself. With the outcome, with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, it's like no longer putting yourself in positions or no longer putting yourself in situations or connection that are going to leave you feeling so broken that you forget who you are. Alrighty, that was yours, Aries. We're moving over to Pisces, 32, 36. All right. So Pisces, let's go ahead and see what your card is going to be for this weekend. Ooh, okay. Alrighty. Oh, something came out. We have Hunter, track down your fears and desires. And I feel like where you find your fears, where you find your desires, where you're going to find faith, and you're going to find your freedom. You want to be free, then face whatever it is that you're trying to suppress. Hunter, page 44. Alrighty, track down all of your fearful thoughts and feelings. When you find them, you will find your desires too. You want to be free. You want to stop having something or someone or whatever it is have a hold of you, or feel like things outside of you are what are determining the next step of your life. Then go ahead and find out why it is that you're so afraid to stand in your own power, why it is that you're so afraid to be you. Why are you afraid to show the world who you truly are? And maybe once you go ahead and you do that, then you'll find your desires, you'll find the freedom that it is that you have been seeking for. Let's go ahead and see what the cards are. Look, 2 of Cups as your recent blockage. 7 of Wands as your advice. It's like you need to stay connected. I feel like, especially during this weekend, if you can go ahead and And what is the word I'm looking for? If you can go ahead and take some a little extra time to really connect with God, with spirit, with the universe, or take some time to meditate or pray. Take some time to reconnect with your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors. I feel that there's something very important coming in regards to this Two of Cups energy, where that that it's like when you experience love, like unconditional, genuine love from like God, from spirit, it is unlike anything else. And I feel that in the midst of whatever it is that is happening with you guys right now, it's like you kind of lost the sight of that. You kind of lost the feeling of that. So with the Seven of Wands, it's like ask for the guidance to allow you to feel what that feels like, to allow you to know what that feels like. And with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like there's going to be a complete, once you go ahead and you do that, there's going to be something that is going to change in your world, like in your, like physically, something that you're going to be able to see. Or this is probably like people are going to start recognizing like that gives you life, that is leading you forward, that is pushing you through, regardless of whatever it is that you guys have gone through. I hope that makes sense. So Gemini is next. We have 36. So Gemini, let's go ahead and see what your oracle card is. Oh, we're a little bit over halfway with the zodiacs. Yay! All right, so Gemini, card for Gemini. And a card. All right, a card for Gemini. So you're only getting one, guys. So we have Hermit, retreat and recharge. So this week, definitely spending time by yourself, spending time with kind of processing everything, page 38, everything that has occurred. I feel that this week, especially, may have been a lot of things that may have been revealed. So before taking the next step forward, before taking the next step forward, before moving forward or taking action, it's like take some time to process the message that has been brought forth before you take your next move, is what I'm picking up. Take time to rest and recuperate in order to continue your growth. Benefit from the information that will come directly from your heart space. So in the recent past, let's go ahead and see. And the only reason why I look at the blockages as the recent past is because usually those are the energies that sometimes we're unaware that were keeping us stuck in the past. In a certain situation or a certain cycle. So we look at them and then we look at the advice in regards to that specific energy so that then we can go ahead and, put whatever tools we had learned to implement them so that we can go ahead and finally end a cycle or on something. So the intention is not to focus on the past or to focus on anything negative. It is more looking at the negative or, whatever has been blocking you so that you can go ahead and get past it, if that makes sense, guys. Because I am aware that I just go ahead and I jump on here and I just start saying things and I don't explain them a lot. And I know that not everybody does everything different, but not everybody does everything the same. Everybody does everything different. So let's go ahead. So with the blockage is the King of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm just waiting for one more card for the advice. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So there was a situation that made you feel like you had no control over it, or like somebody else was running, calling the, what is the word I'm trying to get? Someone else was calling the shots. Let's put it that way. Because we have this King of Pentacles, and it's like somebody that literally gave away everything they had either learned or like all of your growth or whatever it was. Like it's like you kind of just got into a space or an energy of just kind of like wanting to give up. And in the midst of all of that, you started to realize what it was that was missing. And with the Two of Cups in the reverse, it's like the advice is whatever it was that was revealed to you, whatever it was that brought that clarity of, regardless of the situation you were in, is like, do not allow that revelation, do not allow that pain to stop you from moving forward in love. So be very careful that because of whatever was revealed, you don't go into just a pure logical sense or a pure logical way. So I feel that that's why you're being asked to kind of take a few minutes, take a day or so to yourself and allow the decision that you're going to make moving forward come from your heart. Because I feel that at this point, a lot of the Geminis are like, I'm going to be extremely logical because this whole heart crap is not working for me. But the outcome is the Seven of Wands. And this card is like, for me, it's like, it could never be. So very rarely do I ever see it like as a reverse message. When I think of seven, I always think of like a holy number, like, for Catholic Christianity, like seven, it's like, I think it's like what they refer to as God. So it's like whatever it is that, however it is that you're going to move forward, the outcome, as long as you come from a place from your heart and you come from a place of love, there's not going to be any miscommunication with anything that it is that you're trying to manifest, whether it's love, whether it's friendship, whether it's work, whether it's, you're trying to manifest something materialistic or whatever it is. It's like, once you go ahead and you continue to move forward with love, it's like everything that you have ever desired, let's put it that way, or everything that you have been trying to manifest is just going to get in alignment with where you are. So we're moving on to Virgo. We have 4108. So Virgo, let's see what your card is for this weekend. Okay, Virgo. Come on, Virgo. Okay, we have, after this one, we have 4 more. So guys, thank you, all of you that have stayed with me so long so far. Thank you for staying. We have Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. And I know this energy all too well. For years back when I always wanted to be right in every situation, it was very hard for me personally to accept when I was wrong. But let's go ahead and see. Peacekeeper 58. And that is an energy that if you have been in those energies for a very long time, Virgo, it is an energy that is very hard to get out of. So choose peace and happiness over the need to be right. Rather than trying to prove a point, save your energy for what's important. And again, I'm picking this up of knowing kind of like, when we talk about like knowing which battles to pick, there's a lot of things going on in the world around us in general. Not every single thing, not every single topic is for you to go ahead and jump into and want to force others to change their point of view. So during this time, make sure that you're taking the time to see intuitively what it is, where it is that your energy is supposed to be invested. Find that peace within yourself before you try and go and try and change someone else's mind. Or at least have, even if it's just a debate that you want to have, or you're just having I feel like even if you're just having conversations with individuals that in the past, you could have had a very good conversation, whether it was on different opinions on whatever it was. If this week, can be very careful that you don't get into that energy of wanting to be right while you're in those conversations. So just something for you guys to go ahead and keep an open mind about. So we have the Nine of Swords. Again, it's like, okay, you may be feeling that whatever it is, whatever position you're taking in whatever the topic is, whether it's love, whether it's politics, whatever it is, you may feel that you're right because you know what you have gone through. You know whatever it is that has been revealed to you. But you also have to understand the way that whoever it is that you're talking to, or whoever it is that you are arguing with, they know to their abilities, regardless of whether they're spiritual or not, regardless of let's say you're speaking to somebody in regards to religion or whatever it is. Just know that everybody's speaking from what they know, and the only thing is that they know what they know based on what they have experienced. So instead of either both of you or just them wanting to be right. Like just kind of keep an eye on that this weekend. With the advice, we have the Knight of Pentacles and then the Eight of Swords. And what I like about this is like, again, it's like, that this is a battle. It's like you're learning which battles to fight and which battles are just like, nah. Because knowing that getting into certain arguments or getting into certain energies is going to stop you from progressing. It is going to stop you and keep you stuck longer than what you want. So accepting things for what they are and accepting everybody for who they are is really the best thing that you can do. With the outcome, we have the Six of Wands. And it's like complete balance within yourself, complete balance within your communications with other, complete balance with just everything in life. But I feel it's like the inner peace that is coming to you once you choose which battles to fight or not to fight is what's really going to give you that feeling of, whoa, I am so glad that I listened to what God was leading me. Hello. Welcome. So that was Virgo. We're going into Sag next. So Sagittarius is 45, 40. So if you guys are just joining us, we're like almost done with the zodiacs, just FYI. Once I'm done, I am going to go ahead and timestamp them. You know, my timestamps are usually a little off by like a couple of seconds because I'm trying to pay attention to the clock and stuff. So if I put something that is way off, just go ahead and get them. Oh, new subscriber. Well, welcome. So Sag, we have the Dream and Journey. And again, when we were talking about the general reading when we first started, it's like you're hearing it, you hear it. But are you listening? Listen to the drum, listen to the beat of the drum. What is it trying to tell you? So it's kind of like, even if you hear the same message, what is it behind the scenes that you are missing during this time? All right, so let's go ahead. Drum is page 122, guys. Okay. So, Sag, journey inward to uncover insights and information that will be important for your path. Then follow the guidance. So again, it's like wrapping up to what I said in the beginning. It's like, Sagittarius, I don't think that there's any new messages that you need. It is about going back and revisiting what it was, I feel, that has been shown to you, what it was that your angels, your ancestors, and it's like, it can be like the smallest thing that you kind of overlooked, but it's like the messages have already been given to you. If you guys are having a lot of dreams and you guys are not remembering them completely or are having a hard time remembering them hours later, I tend to always write my dreams down. You can do them in many different ways. You can try to start from the beginning to the middle to the end, or you can start from the ending of the dream, working your way back, or you can just write different parts of the dream and then see how they all connect or whatever it is, and see intuitively what it is that is trying to be shown to you. But your recent past, the blockage was the Ace of Pentacles, either not getting the reward you thought that you had earned, not getting the outcome that you were expecting from a situation. So not getting that outcome kind of got you trying to figure out different ways. You kind of got stuck in wanting to get a specific outcome, let's say. And it wasn't coming because it wasn't the outcome that you were looking for. It was not the outcome that was meant for you. I feel like whatever was meant for you is supposed to be something greater or something big or something better. But because you failed to listen to the messages that your guides, your angels, God, Spirit is trying to give you, you're missing the bigger picture. It's like you're asking for an apartment and God is trying to give you a house. So you're so fixated on how you're going to get that apartment when God is saying, no, here's your house. And it's like, but I said I wanted an apartment. It's like, but I have something better for you. And it's like, because you were so fixated on wanting one specific thing, you missed the messages. But the messages again have been given to you. So during this time with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, it's like put down your ego as to what it is that you want or how it is that you want to do it, and let God, let the universe, let spirit show you where it is that they're trying to take you. Because trust me, where they're taking you is going to be so much greater than what it was that you were trying to bring forth on your own. Then we have as the outcome is the Four of Pentacles. Now with the Four of Pentacles, what I'm picking up here is it's not about, so learning to go with the flow. Learning to go with if something doesn't happen when you wanted it to or how you wanted it to, knowing and trusting, having that faith that is going, what is coming, what is replacing what you thought you wanted or what other told you that you needed is going to be replaced with something that is actually in alignment with where you are at the moment. So it's like finally finding that balance of letting things flow and letting things come to you instead of you chasing things or people. So then we have Scorpio. Alrighty, Scorpio 53. Scorpio, what is your card for this weekend? You think you're going to get like 2 cards? No, buddy. You're getting 1 card, Scorpio. So Scorpio, lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. And if you guys have been following, a lot of my Scorpio readings has been a lot about growth, about going inward and really doing that work within yourself. So I feel that this weekend, if you have been doing that work, if you have been releasing whatever it is that has been holding you back, if you have been implementing the tools that have been given to you, I feel that this weekend is definitely going to be a weekend for rewards for you guys. A lot of you guys may have been working a lot or may have been trying to accomplish something either financially or within a connection. And I feel that this weekend you are going to be reaping the rewards. Reap what you have sown and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Grow and expand in all areas of your life. So let's go ahead and see in the recent past what the blockage could have been. We have the 3 of Wands. And I feel that you were either, it's like you were fighting yourself not to go after something or not to follow your heart or not to follow whatever advice was given to you. So because you stopped fighting the advice, because you stopped fighting yourself, because you started listening to your own intuition, the advice now is like keep that balance with the 6 of Wands. Keep on listening to your intuition. Keep on listening to where it is that you're being guided to, because then we have, it's like it's moving so quickly forward into the 8 of Wands. Now, the balance, the communication that you found within yourself, with the, like, you know, the communication that you found, the balance between you and God, you and spirit, it's like that is going to be moving forward. And it's like as you're speaking things out of your mouth, you're manifesting. And it's like to you, it's going to be almost mind blowing because you're going to feel like you're manifesting like instantly, if that makes any sense. So that is actually pretty good, Scorpios. I have Scorpio in my chart, so I like that. Libra, so 53, we'll do 13. So Libra, and yes, Cappies are last in this one. All right, Libra, come on. Let me get a couple of shuffles in here. So Libra, what is the card for Libra this weekend? White Witch. Be the light. I have Libra. I have a lot of water in my chart, even though I'm a sun. My sun is a Capricorn. I have a lot of water and air too. So White Witch. Let's see, page 86. Libra, this is your card for the weekend. Alrighty. Take the higher road and choose the light. The light. Remove yourself from lower energy experiences. So this is more if there's is there if there's opportunity or chances coming your way this weekend where you are people are coming wanting to argue, or people are coming wanting to bring, things that are not even relevant to whatever is going on, it's like, recognize it for what it is and don't even try. Don't even allow yourself to get pulled down to that energy, because it's like, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it, because when you come to realize, if you ask that person a day later or two, they don't even remember, one, starting the argument, two, they will deny everything, and all you did was cause this internal chaos within yourself, and kind of sitting there like, what just happened? Like, where does, like, you don't, there's no foundation for the argument or the fights that people are trying to start with you. So in the past, with the Ace of Wands, I feel that maybe you gave in very quickly, either to what other people were telling you to do, or into arguments that really were not based on anything other than to come and bring you that imbalance within yourself. So you're given the chance, you have been given the chance, you have recognized them. But the thing is that, Libra, you have recognized these type of energies after the fact. So now you're being reminded, recognize them, because intuitively you know, but then you question yourself. So recognize them so that you can go ahead and leave those type of energy, that type of space behind. That cycle needs to end up. Just needs to end. All right, let's see what the advice is. But I already told you what the advice is. It's like, recognize them. Yep. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So recognize those energies and do not even give it a second thought, and keep on moving forward. Do not allow anybody that is threatening your inner balance, your whatever you want to call it, balance, you want to call it grounding, whatever it is. But do not allow other people to bring their chaos, whatever it is that's going on in their life, and have you internalize them, because it is not your responsibility. You can help by giving advice if they want your advice. You can help by giving your opinion if they want it. Now, what they choose to do with what you say is not up to you. So worrying or questioning whether somebody took your advice or how things are with them, you know what? If they don't want to go ahead and take the steps that they need to do to grow, then there's really not much that you can do. You have to keep moving forward with your own growth and with your own journey, because only by you setting the example is it that others are going to be able to go ahead and get themselves out of those energies. But if you stay in certain spaces or certain energies trying to get everybody out and pushing them out, then you're just keeping yourself stuck. The outcome, we have the Eight of Pentacles in the upright. And what I'm seeing that is like, as you go ahead and you do this, as you go ahead and you recognize the energies for what they are, right? You're going to find the balance starting to come into place in your physical life. So whether it is that you've been having financial difficulties, whether it is that you have been having physical issues, like you're either not sleeping at night, or you are, you're having a lot of pressure, you're having a lot of headache, you're having pain here, you're having pain there, whatever it is that you internalized other people's chaos into yourself. And now as a result of it, it caused you either physical damage to your body or physical damage to whatever it is that is around you. Is like, as you learn to not get into those energies or not allow those energies to internalize, then you're going to start seeing how everything in your life financially and I feel like your physical body more is going to start balancing out. And that is exactly what you want to go ahead and do. So it's like, be the light, but do not allow anyone to kind of put your light out by keeping you stuck. So then we have Capricorn 5818. And as you can tell, you can hear the noises, guys. There's not much I can do. Kids are home. And it's like, I was thinking, I should really go live like at 6 in the morning or 5 in the morning when everybody's sleeping, the kids. But then it's like, I got things to do at that time for me. So no, not gonna happen. Anyways, so Capricorn, we have the shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. So during this time, Capricorn, I do feel that there is a lot this weekend that is going to be revealed to you, or that is going to be shown to you regarding either gifts or abilities that you were unaware, or maybe how to use your gifts and your abilities in a different way than what you have been doing previously. Hope that makes sense. Let's go ahead and see what the book has to say. Alrighty, Shapeshifter, what page are you in? Shapeshifter, page 68. Ooh, I know, we're like almost at an hour, guys. Ooh. And there's only 2 of you left. I think people miss that when I'm done, depending, if I have like less than 10 people, I usually tell everybody, choose a color. Any color, just don't choose a color that somebody else already put in, and set your intention for something that you want answered, and I'll go ahead and answer them, clarify them with at least 3 cards. So Capricorn, we have take your time and focus on developing your gifts and strength. So during this weekend, Capricorn, it is very important that you are dedicating the time to your spiritual routine. This is not the weekend to be out partying. This is not the weekend to go ahead and take the rest when it comes to your spirituality, when it comes to your gifts. So in the recent past, Capricorn, we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse as your blockage. You were probably in a space of not knowing exactly if this was the path that you were supposed to take. Maybe you were unsure. You maybe felt ungrounded of what it is that you were supposed to do. But your advice to make sure that when those energies are revisiting or trying to revisit during this time is the 3 of Swords. You're able to recognize them beforehand, and you're able to cut the train of the thought of, it's like the train of thoughts. Yeah, the train of thoughts in its core before it even has any time to get seeped in, if that makes any sense. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles, finding that balance. So whatever it is that is going internally within you, spiritually, whatever it is that is going to change for you this week, whatever revelation that you're getting this weekend, it's going to be showing out. Like, people are just going to be able to see it. People are just going to be able to feel it, and it's going to be something. It's kind of like this new energy that everybody kind of wants to know what is going on. What is going on with this Capricorn? What is going on? What is this Capricorn talking about? What is this Capricorn doing? I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and see what it is. I want some of that type of energy. But I'm not picking up the energy like in a jealous or envious type of way. I just feel that people want to know what you have done, or how you've done what you've done to get yourself out of certain situations, emotionally, and I feel like mentally, situations spiritually, in order to attain the growth that you've gotten, so that maybe they themselves can implement some of those tools and get into that space. Alrighty, guys. So if you guys have any specific questions, or you just want to go ahead and write the color down in the chat, I'll answer your question or your intention with 3 cards. I usually just say set an intention, because whatever it is that you need to know, you're going to know. If not, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to end this video here. There's only 2 of you left, so it doesn't really matter. But if you do, choose a color and put it in the chat. If not, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you for all the love and support, and I will see you guys back next Thursday with live. I think 10 o'clock is what's going to work. I said it was going to be, in the highlight video I posted, that it's going to be between 9 and 12. So I believe last week I did it a little later, and this week I went ahead and I did 10. I'm going to try probably a 9 a.m. And just see what kind of feels the best. Honestly, this 10 o'clock, aside from the kids waking up, feels like the correct time. Let's just put it that way. Well, guys, sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. I love you all. Bye-bye. And end it.